Hello, this is Matt again. It's almost 4:30 in the morning. This is actually my third time trying to record this. Still trying to get the hang of doing this. The whole podcasting thing. But I'm giving it a try, I guess. Anyway, I wanted to share another poem of mine with you. It's one called There Is a Girl. I wrote it, I think sometime in my late teens or early 20s. I can't remember exactly when. And I've made a couple changes to it over the years, but it's mostly the same as when I first wrote it. Anyway, here it is. There is a girl, pitter-pattering in a field, her little feet bare and electric with earth, her shining hair flowing with the wild wind, her sundress dancing with the swaying grass, her laughing eyes shining with Apollo's light, like windows into a world open wide to the blue. She moves with wonder, swimming through seas of verdure and starshine, her blood flowing free with the Creator's art, down to the core of her heart. She runs with power and glory. She ascends, she rises. Like hope, she reaches for the heavens. So, one of the things I connect with this poem now is this dream that I had about a year or two ago. I can't remember exactly when. Anyways, I can't remember anything from the dream except for the ending. And so at the end of this dream, it's like I'm on this road, like I think a dirt road with like tall grass on either side of me. Or maybe it was a field or a meadow. I can't remember exactly. But there was this little girl, like in a sundress, running ahead of me. And she had like shining red hair, like chromatic reflective hair. It's hard to describe, and she's running ahead of me, but then she turns to me mid-stride. She might have even still been running, but turned while she was running in slow motion. But she turned to me and she said, "Don't give up." That's when I woke up. It's probably one of the more meaningful dreams I've had in my life. I had a couple friends tell me they thought it was my spirit guide trying to give me a message. Whatever the case, something I try to hold on to, especially in a time like this. Don't give up. Sometimes I do, I admit, feel like giving up. Sometimes the world, life, feels too heavy. Tonight I was listening to my favorite song by one of my favorite musicians, this Scandinavian musician, and I think she's Norwegian, so Norway. Her name's Aurora Asknes. She's pretty popular, so I'm sure some have heard of her. Anyway, my favorite song of hers is this song called Through the Eyes of a Child. And it's this beautiful ballad about seeing the world through the eyes of a child. Even when the world is full of sadness and pain. And I remember I actually went to a concert. It was actually the last concert I went to in February of 2019. I don't go to many concerts, and obviously can't go to any now. But anyways, that was the last song that she sang, and I remember it brought me to tears. And one of the parts that really gets to me is the end of it, where she sings something like, please don't leave me here. It's almost like a prayer. And it's something I can relate to. I've been reading about a lot of near-death experiences lately, like books. I'm sure you've probably heard of those, the going through the light and encountering some kind of being that's unconditionally loving, or meeting your loved ones, or angels, or Jesus, or just a light that just embraces you and is just warm and healing. But anyway, it kind of gives me that sense of longing. I have a hope that when I die, that's what will be waiting for me. That I'll be okay. It's one of the things that helps me to keep going. Because I feel like there's a reason to be here. Maybe to learn, to love. And, it's one of the things that keeps me from giving up, I guess. But there's still those times where it's like I feel that, please don't leave me here. I feel like on some deep level, like I don't really belong here, at least not forever. Just for a time. It's, so that poem, I've shared it with a few people, and I've noticed that it's especially appreciated by some of my female friends, and which isn't too surprising because, it's about a little girl, and I think in a way I was trying to express feminine energy. But feminine energy may not necessarily have to be associated with women or girls any more than masculinity has to be associated with men or boys. It's just, a label that we give to a certain kind of energy. traditionally, masculine energy is like strength and courage and resilience and toughness, and then traditionally feminine energy is like, or femininity is things like compassion and empathy and gentleness and grace. But it doesn't necessarily have to go by gender. I think it's good for human beings in general to have both of those kinds of qualities within themselves. And so I think they both have value and importance. But I guess maybe on some level I was trying to tap into that when I wrote that. I guess the compassion, the empathy, the gentleness, the grace within myself, I guess. So maybe in a way I see myself in that girl, even though I'm a boy. Because I want to be able to run in the field, the wind blowing through my hair and my eyes shining. Blood flowing. Descending, rising, reaching for the heavens, maybe that's me too. And that's all of us, I think, on some level. So, I think in times like this, I think it's important to have that message, don't give up. And that message of hope, reaching for the heavens. One thing, reading about those near-death experiences, when people come back, it's hard for them because they wish they could stay. They don't want to come back to this world full of sadness and pain. But when they come back, they realize they have a purpose here. And most of them say it's about learning, and it's about loving. And that's what we're here to do. And I guess that's what I'm trying to figure out too. Because I have a sense that they're right. That's why we're here, to learn and to love. But that doesn't mean that there aren't those times, like I said, where you wish you could be somewhere else, where you're full of longing, aching, and reaching for the heavens. Because sometimes the earth just feels so heavy. But I guess we keep that inside of us, that fire, like that little girl's shining red hair, that fire Keep that inside of us. Keep it burning. Keep that hope inside of us, and that just drive to not give up. I think that's all we can do, one day at a time. Anyway, I just thought I would share that with you. Thank you for listening, and have a good night.